Throughout history, the Bible has been a blueprint for wisdom, success, and wealth creation. While many see it only as a religious text, those who understand its deeper principles recognize that it contains some of the greatest business strategies ever written. From King Solomon's wisdom on wealth to Jesus' lessons on value creation, the Bible reveals timeless business secrets that have guided individuals and nations to prosperity. This audiobook, Business of the Bible, Bible-based business ideas that can make anyone rich, explores proven biblical strategies for financial success and business growth. It reveals how Abraham, Joseph, and Solomon built generational wealth, Jesus' economic principles for value creation, Proverbs-based success secrets for business and finance, how tithing, giving, and the law of multiplication create abundance, why strategic partnerships and networking are keys to growth, practical steps to financial freedom based on biblical wisdom. This is not just another book about money, it's a divine roadmap to building wealth with integrity, purpose, and lasting impact. If you are ready to apply God's principles for financial success, this audiobook will transform the way you think about business, money, and prosperity. This audiobook can make anyone rich. Get ready to unlock the wealth-building secrets of the Bible. Business of the Bible. Bible-based business ideas that can make anyone rich. Written and published by the Zillion Pro. Chapter 1. The Divine Blueprint for Wealth. Many people assume that the Bible is only a spiritual book, but in reality, it is also a treasury of wisdom on wealth creation, business success, and financial prosperity. The Bible is not against wealth, instead, it provides a divine blueprint for acquiring, managing, and multiplying riches. Throughout Scripture, God reveals that prosperity is part of His plan for His people, but it must be pursued with wisdom, diligence, and integrity. In this chapter, we will explore the biblical foundation of wealth, God's principles for financial success, and how anyone can apply them to build lasting prosperity. God's plan for financial prosperity. Wealth is part of God's covenant from Genesis to Revelation. The Bible consistently teaches that wealth is part of God's covenant with His people. In Deuteronomy 8:18, the Bible says, "But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is He that giveth thee power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant which He sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day." This verse makes it clear that wealth is not a product of mere human effort but a divine enablement. God empowers His people to generate wealth as a means of fulfilling His covenant, not just for personal enrichment but for greater purposes such as advancing His kingdom, helping the needy, and leaving a legacy of righteousness. God's promise of abundance. The Bible is filled with promises of abundance. Jeremiah 29:11 states, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." God does not intend for His children to struggle in perpetual financial hardship. Instead, He provides wisdom and strategies for prosperity. However, this prosperity is not always immediate. It requires alignment with divine principles. Biblical principles of wealth creation. 1. Work as a divine mandate. One of the first instructions God gave to mankind was to work. In Genesis 2:15, the Bible states, "The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it." Work is a divine mandate, not a punishment. The Bible consistently emphasizes diligence as a key to financial success. Proverbs 14:23 reinforces this, "All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty." Biblical wealth does not come from laziness, gambling, or dishonest shortcuts. It is the reward of diligent, productive labor. 2. Diligence and excellence in business. The Bible encourages believers to approach work and business with diligence and excellence. Proverbs 22:29 states, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business? He shall stand before kings, he shall not stand before mean men." Excellence in work and business opens doors to great opportunities. Joseph, Daniel, and Nehemiah were biblical figures who attained high positions because they worked diligently and managed resources wisely. 3. Stewardship and financial management. God expects His people to be good stewards of financial resources. The parable of the talents, Matthew 25:14-30, illustrates how God entrusts wealth to individuals based on their ability to manage it. Key lessons from this parable include: multiplication is a divine expectation. God expects his children to grow and multiply their resources. Poor financial management leads to loss. The servant who buried his talent lost even the little he had. Faithfulness with little leads to greater wealth. Those who were responsible with small amounts were entrusted with more. 4. The law of sowing and reaping. A core financial principle in the Bible is the law of sowing and reaping. Galatians 6:7 states, "Be not deceived, God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." This principle applies not only to spiritual matters but also to finances. The more one invests wisely, whether in business, learning, or helping others, the greater the return. The Bible also emphasizes giving as a form of sowing, which leads to financial increase. Luke 6:38. The role of faith, diligence, and stewardship in financial success. Faith, the foundation of biblical wealth. Faith is a critical component of wealth creation. Hebrews 11:6 says, "Without faith, it is impossible to please God." Biblical wealth requires faith, not just in God's ability to bless but also in taking steps toward financial growth. Faith empowers individuals to take calculated risks, invest, and pursue opportunities without fear. Diligence, the pathway to prosperity. The Bible is filled with verses that emphasize the importance of diligence. Proverbs 10:4 states, "Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth." Diligence involves hard work, consistency, and a commitment to excellence. It means continuously learning, improving, and adapting to changes in the business world. Stewardship, managing wealth God's way. The Bible teaches that wealth is not to be wasted or misused. Instead, it should be managed wisely. Luke 16:10 states, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." Stewardship involves proper budgeting and financial planning, avoiding wasteful spending, investing wisely, helping others and giving to worthy causes. Applying the divine blueprint to modern business and wealth creation. 1. Identify your calling and gifts. Everyone has a God-given ability that can be turned into a profitable business. Proverbs 18:16 states, "A man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men." Discovering and maximizing your gifts is key to wealth creation. Whether in entrepreneurship, real estate, investments, or career development, operating within your divine calling leads to success. 2. Develop multiple streams of income. The Bible encourages diversification. Ecclesiastes 11:2 states, "Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8, you do not know what disaster may come upon the land." This verse emphasizes the importance of having multiple income sources to ensure financial stability. 3. Build wealth with integrity. Many people seek shortcuts to wealth, but the Bible warns against dishonest gain. Proverbs 13:11 states, "Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it." Honest business practices lead to sustainable financial success. 4. Be a generous giver. The principle of giving is deeply embedded in the Bible. Proverbs 11:25 states, "A generous person will prosper, whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." Giving is not a loss but an investment. Many wealthy biblical figures, such as Abraham and Job, were known for their generosity. Closing thought. Wealth creation is not just a secular pursuit, it is deeply spiritual when done according to biblical principles. The divine blueprint for wealth involves faith in God's provision, diligent work and excellence, wise financial management, generosity and stewardship. By aligning with these principles, anyone can build sustainable wealth that honors God and benefits generations to come. In the next chapter, we will explore how Abraham applied these principles to build an empire of wealth that lasted beyond his lifetime. Chapter 2: The Abrahamic Model of Wealth Building. Abraham is one of the most significant figures in the Bible, often referred to as the father of faith. However, beyond his spiritual legacy, Abraham was also a man of immense wealth and economic influence. The Bible describes him as being very rich in livestock, in silver, and in gold, Genesis 13:2. His wealth was not accidental, it was built through a combination of divine blessing, strategic decision-making, and sound business principles. In this chapter, we will examine the Abrahamic model of wealth building, uncovering the principles that made him financially successful. By studying his life, we can extract timeless lessons applicable to modern business, investments, and entrepreneurship. Abraham's journey from nothing to great wealth. Obedience is the first step to wealth. Abraham's journey to prosperity began with a call from God. In Genesis 12:1-3, God told him, "Leave your country, your people, and your father's household and go to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing." This call required Abraham to step out in faith. He left his familiar environment, comfort, and security to follow God's direction. The first lesson in the Abrahamic model of wealth is obedience and willingness to take bold steps. Many people remain stagnant financially because they are unwilling to take calculated risks, step into new industries, or move beyond their comfort zones. The power of divine blessing. After Abraham obeyed God's instruction, divine favor followed him. In Genesis 13:2, the Bible states, Abram had become very wealthy in livestock and in silver and gold. This wealth did not come overnight. It was a combination of divine favor and Abraham's business acumen. Many people expect wealth to come miraculously, but Abraham's story shows that prosperity is a partnership between divine favor and human effort. Abraham's business strategies and wealth-building principles. 1. Ownership and resource management. Abraham was not just a consumer, he was an owner of assets. His wealth was primarily in land, livestock, and precious metals. These assets represent three foundational pillars of wealth building in any era: land, real estate. Land ownership has always been a key to wealth accumulation. Abraham understood this and secured vast lands. Livestock, business and agriculture. Livestock in Abraham's time was equivalent to having a thriving business. He managed large herds, which ensured continuous income. Gold and silver, financial investments. Precious metals represented stored wealth and financial security. Today, they can be likened to savings, stocks, and investments. Modern wealth building requires the same principles: own productive assets rather than just earning and spending money. 2. Strategic partnerships and alliances. Abraham was a master of forming alliances. One of his most notable partnerships was with King Melchizedek, a high priest and king of Salem. Genesis 14:18-20. Through strategic relationships, Abraham expanded his influence and wealth. Key lessons from Abraham's partnerships: build relationships with influential and wise people. Abraham's encounter with Melchizedek brought spiritual and financial blessings. Avoid unnecessary conflicts in business. When disputes arose between his herdsmen and Lot's herdsmen, Abraham proposed a peaceful separation to maintain harmony. Genesis 13:5-9. Collaborate instead of competing. Abraham was not greedy. He allowed Lot to choose the best land first, yet he still prospered. This demonstrates that generosity and collaboration often lead to long-term success. 3. Diversification of income streams. Abraham did not rely on a single source of income. His wealth came from multiple streams, including livestock trade. He owned cattle, sheep, and camels, which were valuable commodities. Real estate. He acquired and managed vast lands. Investment in human capital. He had trained servants and workers who helped manage his enterprises. In modern terms, this means, do not rely solely on one business or job. Diversify your investments: real estate, stocks, businesses, etc. Invest in people, employees, mentorship, leadership development. For generosity as a wealth multiplier. Abraham was a giver. In Genesis 14:20, he gave a tithe to Melchizedek, showing his acknowledgement of God as his financial source. His generosity extended beyond tithing. He was hospitable, giving food and shelter to strangers. Genesis 18:1-8. Biblical wealth is not about hoarding but about generosity. Many of the world's wealthiest individuals today understand this principle, engaging in philanthropy and charity, overcoming challenges and financial setbacks, surviving economic crisis. Abraham faced economic difficulties, such as a famine that forced him to temporarily move to Egypt. Genesis 12:10. However, instead of despairing, he adapted to changing circumstances. This teaches that financial setbacks are inevitable, but resilience and adaptability are key to surviving and thriving. Recovering from financial loss. In Genesis 14, Abraham's nephew Lot was captured, and Abraham mobilized 318 trained men to rescue him. This shows the importance of having a trained and capable team. Success is not a solo effort. Being prepared for unexpected financial or economic battles. Wealth builders must have contingency plans. Applying Abraham's model to modern business and wealth creation. 1. Think long-term and build assets. Abraham's wealth was generational. His business strategy ensured his descendants inherited and expanded his prosperity. In today's terms, focus on wealth creation rather than just making money. Build assets that appreciate over time. Real estate, investments, businesses. Have a financial plan for generational wealth transfer. 2. Build strong networks and strategic relationships. Business success often depends on who you know as much as what you know. Abraham's alliances helped him grow. Apply this by networking with industry leaders and mentors, forming partnerships that expand opportunities, engaging in ethical business relationships. 3. Be spiritually and financially disciplined. Abraham's faith and financial discipline worked together. To apply this today, have a clear financial vision. Know where you are going financially. Tithe and give generously. Give as part of your wealth building strategy. Avoid greed and unethical shortcuts. Wealth gained dishonestly does not last. Closing thought. Abraham's life offers a masterclass in wealth building. His success was based on divine favor, wise investments, strategic partnerships, and a spirit of generosity. If you apply these principles today, you can build lasting wealth that benefits not only you but also future generations. Key takeaways from Abraham's wealth model. 1. Step out in faith and take calculated risks. 2. Own assets and productive resources. 3. Diversify income streams. 4. Form strategic partnerships. 5. Be generous and sow into your future. 6. Adapt to economic challenges. 7. Think generationally. Build wealth that lasts beyond you. In the next chapter, we will explore another great biblical financial strategist, Joseph, and how he turned economic crises into opportunities for massive wealth creation. Chapter 3. The Joseph Strategy, Turning Crisis into Opportunity. In times of economic uncertainty, many businesses and individuals struggle to survive. However, the Bible presents a powerful model of financial wisdom in the story of Joseph. Joseph's life is a testimony that crisis does not destroy wealth, it reveals opportunities for those who are prepared. Joseph rose from being a prisoner to becoming the second most powerful man in Egypt, managing the greatest economic strategy in biblical history. His ability to interpret dreams, manage resources, and execute long-term planning made Egypt the wealthiest nation of its time. His financial intelligence can be applied today in business, investments, and wealth building. In this chapter, we will explore Joseph's wealth strategies and how anyone can apply them to achieve financial success. Joseph's rise from poverty to power. From slave to prime minister, the power of skill and wisdom. Joseph started as a slave in Egypt, yet he rose to power because of his skills, integrity, and ability to solve problems. The Bible states in Genesis 39, 2-3, the Lord was with Joseph, so he became a successful man. His master saw that the Lord was with him and that the Lord made all he did prosper in his hand. Joseph did not complain about his condition. Instead, he maximized every opportunity. Whether in Potiphar's house, in prison, or in Pharaoh's palace, he applied wisdom and diligence. Financial lesson: success begins with developing skills and solving problems. Your financial breakthrough is hidden in your ability to create value. The dream of abundance and famine, the power of financial foresight. Understanding economic cycles. Joseph's financial wisdom was revealed when Pharaoh had a troubling dream about 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of famine. Genesis 41, 25-30. Joseph interpreted the dream and provided a financial strategy. Let Pharaoh appoint commissioners over the land to take a fifth of the harvest of Egypt during the 7 years of abundance. They should collect all the food of these good years that are coming and store up the grain, to be kept in the cities for food. This food will be held in reserve for the country, to be used during the 7 years of famine. Genesis 41, 34-36. Financial lesson. Every economy experiences cycles of abundance and scarcity. Smart people prepare in times of prosperity to survive and thrive in times of crisis. Savings and investments are key to long-term wealth. Anticipate the future and plan accordingly. Joseph's wealth strategies and their modern applications. 1. The principle of savings and investment. Joseph's first move was to save 20% of all Egypt's produce during the 7 good years. He did not consume everything, he stored wealth for the future. Modern application. Save at least 20% of your income for investment. Invest in recession-proof assets such as real estate, agriculture, and essential industries. Avoid living paycheck to paycheck, always think long-term. 2. The principle of crisis management. When famine struck, Egypt was the only nation prepared, while other countries suffered. Egypt sold stored food to the people, making Pharaoh extremely wealthy. Genesis 47:13-20. Modern application. Economic downturns create opportunities for those who are financially prepared. Instead of panicking during a crisis, position yourself as a provider of solutions. Wealth is transferred to those who have resources when others are in need. 3. The principle of wealth transfer. During the famine, people traded their money, livestock, land, and even their labor to Egypt in exchange for food. Joseph engineered the largest wealth transfer in biblical history, making Pharaoh the wealthiest ruler of the time. Modern application. Be in control of valuable assets. When others are desperate, they will trade what they have for what they need. Recessions create opportunities to acquire businesses, stocks, and properties at a lower price. The key to wealth is owning essential resources that people need in difficult times. Joseph's economic policies, principles for government and business leadership. 1. The principle of economic planning. Joseph did not just react to the famine, he planned ahead. He structured Egypt's economy for long-term sustainability. Modern application. Governments, businesses, and individuals should have long-term financial plans. Do not rely solely on good times, prepare for economic downturns. Have a budget and an emergency fund to sustain yourself during difficult times. 2. The principle of business and government collaboration. Joseph worked directly with Pharaoh to implement national policies that secured Egypt's economy and ensured stability. Modern application. Businesses should collaborate with governments to develop economic policies that benefit society. Entrepreneurs should invest in industries aligned with government priorities, such as infrastructure, energy, and technology. 3. The principle of ethical leadership. Joseph ruled with integrity, fairness, and wisdom, ensuring that Egypt prospered without exploiting its people. Modern application. Ethical leadership builds sustainable wealth, avoid corruption, fraud, and unethical business practices. Wealth should be built in a way that benefits communities and future generations. Applying Joseph's strategy to personal finance and business. 1. Create a financial plan. Set clear financial goals for savings, investments, and expenses. Have a long-term vision for wealth creation. 2. Build an emergency fund. Save at least 6 months' worth of expenses to prepare for unexpected financial difficulties. Invest in liquid assets that can be easily accessed in times of crisis. 3. Invest in essential industries. Just as Joseph stored grain, invest in industries that remain profitable in all seasons, such as agriculture, real estate, healthcare, technology, renewable energy. 4. Acquire assets, not just money. Money loses value, but assets appreciate over time. Buy land, businesses, and income-generating investments rather than just storing cash. 5. Be a solution provider. Identify problems in the market and create businesses that solve them. Look for opportunities in economic downturns. Crisis creates wealth for those who are prepared. Closing thought. Joseph's financial strategies are timeless. His ability to predict economic cycles, save resources, manage crises, and execute a long-term plan made him one of the greatest economic strategists in history. Key takeaways from Joseph's wealth model. 1. Save and invest at least 20% of your income. 2. Anticipate economic downturns and prepare in advance. 3. Acquire assets that will be valuable in difficult times. 4. Use crises as opportunities to gain wealth and influence. 5. Be a problem solver. Wealth follows those who provide solutions. By applying these principles, anyone can build lasting wealth, even in uncertain times. In the next chapter, we will examine the financial wisdom of King Solomon, the richest man in biblical history, and how his principles can be used today to build extraordinary wealth. Chapter 4: The Solomon Blueprint, Wisdom for Wealth and Prosperity. King Solomon is widely regarded as the wealthiest and wisest king in biblical history. His reign was marked by unprecedented economic prosperity, political stability, and architectural advancements. The Bible describes Solomon's wealth in 1 Kings 10:23-25. King Solomon was greater in riches and wisdom than all the other kings of the earth. The whole world sought audience with Solomon to hear the wisdom God had put in his heart. Year after year, everyone who came brought a gift, articles of silver and gold, robes, weapons, spices, and horses and mules. Solomon's prosperity was not just a result of divine favor. He applied timeless financial principles that anyone can use to build wealth. This chapter will explore Solomon's financial strategies and how they can be applied to modern business, investments, and personal finance. The foundation of Solomon's wealth: the power of wisdom. Wisdom is the greatest asset. Before Solomon became wealthy, he first sought wisdom. When God appeared to him in a dream and offered him anything he desired, Solomon asked for wisdom to rule effectively. 1 Kings 3:5-14. Because of this, God not only gave him wisdom but also granted him riches and honor. Financial lesson: wisdom is the foundation of wealth. Before seeking money, develop financial intelligence. Knowledge attracts wealth. The more valuable your skills and knowledge, the more wealth will come to you. Make wise decisions in business and investments to avoid financial ruin. Applying this today, invest in books, mentorship, and education to develop financial wisdom. Learn from successful entrepreneurs and apply proven business strategies. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. Build sustainable wealth through knowledge and discipline. Solomon's wealth-building strategies. 1. Diversification of income streams. Solomon did not rely on a single source of income. His wealth came from trade and commerce. 1 Kings 10:15. Solomon engaged in international trade, importing and exporting goods. Real estate and construction. He built the famous Temple of Solomon, palaces, and cities. Agriculture and livestock. He owned vast lands and controlled food production. Gold, silver, and investments. He accumulated and stored precious metals. Modern application. Do not rely on one source of income. Create multiple streams of revenue. Invest in real estate, stocks, business, and commodities for financial stability. Look for global opportunities. Think beyond your local market. 2. Strategic partnerships and trade alliances. Solomon expanded his wealth through international trade and partnerships. He formed alliances with King Hiram of Tyre, who provided materials and labor for construction projects. 1 Kings 5:1-12. Modern application. Network with people who have resources, skills, or opportunities you lack. Form business partnerships to scale your enterprise. Engage in international trade and digital businesses to expand your income. 3. The power of real estate and infrastructure development. Solomon understood the importance of real estate. He built the Grand Temple of Solomon, palaces, cities, and roads, creating economic growth. Modern application. Invest in real estate. Properties increase in value over time. Develop infrastructure and business assets that generate income. Focus on long-term investments rather than short-term gains. For leveraging gold and precious metals. Solomon stored gold, silver, and other valuables, ensuring financial security. The Bible states the king made silver as common in Jerusalem as stones. 1 Kings 10:27. Modern application. Store wealth in assets that appreciate, such as gold, silver, and high-value commodities. Avoid holding all wealth in cash. Currencies lose value over time due to inflation. Diversify into precious metals and other stable investments. 5. The principle of generosity and wealth expansion. Solomon was known for his generosity and philanthropy. He built the temple, gave to the poor, and supported religious institutions. His generosity did not diminish his wealth, it expanded it. Modern application. Giving activates abundance. Supporting others opens doors for greater opportunities. Engage in philanthropy, community projects, and charity work. Invest in people, mentorship, education, and social impact bring long-term rewards. Solomon's financial warnings: avoiding the pitfalls of wealth. 1. Avoid unnecessary debt. The Bible warns against excessive debt. The borrower is slave to the lender. Proverbs 22:7. Solomon understood the dangers of debt and encouraged financial responsibility. Modern application: avoid unnecessary loans and debt-driven lifestyles. Borrow only for productive investments, not for liabilities. Live within your means and build wealth sustainably. 2. Avoid financial waste and extravagance. Solomon's wealth was massive, but later in life, he spent excessively on luxury, concubines, and lavish projects. This led to economic decline after his death. Modern application: do not let wealth lead to irresponsible spending. Invest in productive assets rather than excessive luxury. Build lasting wealth, not just temporary riches. 3. Do not let wealth corrupt your values. Solomon's downfall came when he allowed wealth and foreign influences to lead him away from God. He compromised his principles, which led to the eventual decline of his kingdom. 1 Kings 11:1-11. Modern application: do not let money control you. Use wealth to fulfill your purpose. Stay grounded in ethical values and moral integrity. Remember that true success is not just financial but also spiritual and personal growth. Applying Solomon's blueprint for wealth today. 1. Seek wisdom before wealth. Study financial management and business principles. Learn from experienced mentors and successful entrepreneurs. Make wise decisions based on knowledge, not emotions. 2. Create multiple streams of income. Start a business or side hustle alongside your job. Invest in real estate, stocks, or commodities. Leverage technology and global markets for financial expansion. 3. Invest in long-term wealth. Acquire real estate and tangible assets. Build a financial portfolio with stocks, bonds, and commodities. Focus on sustainable investments rather than quick money schemes. 4. Practice generosity and social impact. Support charities, community projects, and mentorship programs. Use wealth to create jobs and opportunities for others. Give strategically. Philanthropy can be an investment in social progress. Closing thought: King Solomon's financial blueprint provides one of the most powerful models for wealth building. His success was based on wisdom, strategic investments, diversification, partnerships, and generosity. However, his later mistakes show the dangers of financial mismanagement, debt, and moral compromise. Key takeaways from Solomon's wealth model: 1. Wisdom is the foundation of wealth. Seek knowledge first. 2. Diversify income streams through trade, real estate, and investments. 3. Partner with others for business expansion and economic growth. 4. Avoid excessive debt and live within your means. 5. Invest in assets that appreciate over time. 6. Be generous. Wealth expands when used to bless others. 7. Maintain integrity. True success is not just financial but also ethical and spiritual. By applying Solomon's strategies today, anyone can build lasting wealth and financial security. Chapter 5. Jesus and the Economics of Value Creation. Jesus Christ was not only a spiritual leader but also a master of economic principles. His teachings were filled with wisdom about money, value creation, investment, and productivity. He understood and taught the laws of increase, the principle of stewardship, and the power of serving others as the path to wealth. One of his most famous statements about economic value is found in Luke 6:38. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Jesus emphasized creating and multiplying value as the foundation of wealth. This chapter will explore how his economic principles can be applied to business, personal finance, and wealth creation in today's world. The parable of the talents, the law of value multiplication. One of Jesus' most profound economic lessons is found in Matthew 25:14-30, where he tells the parable of the talents. A master entrusted 3 servants with different amounts of money, talents. The first 2 invested and multiplied what they were given. The third hid his talent and did nothing with it. The master rewarded the first 2 but punished the third, calling him wicked and lazy. Key economic lessons from the parable. 1. Money and resources must be put to work. Jesus teaches that money should not be stored idly but invested and multiplied. Business, investments, and productivity are God's ways of increasing wealth. Modern application. Instead of saving all your money in a low-interest account, invest in assets that grow. Use your talents, skills, and money to generate value for others. 2. God rewards productivity and penalizes laziness. The 2 productive servants were praised and promoted. The unproductive servant was reprimanded and lost his opportunity. Modern application. Be diligent in business. Opportunities go to those who take action. Laziness and fear of risk lead to financial stagnation. If you want to increase your income, increase your value creation. 3. Those who use their talents wisely get more. The master took the 1 talent from the lazy servant and gave it to the most productive one. This aligns with Jesus' words in Matthew 13:12, "Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them." Modern application. Wealth flows toward those who maximize their opportunities. If you manage money well, you will attract more. If you waste resources, you will lose what you have. The law of giving and receiving. Jesus frequently taught that giving leads to increase. This principle is not just about charity, it's about investment, generosity, and reciprocity. 1. Giving as an investment strategy. Jesus compared giving to planting seeds. You reap what you sow. Luke 6:38. Those who give value, whether through business, service, or generosity, attract abundance. Modern application. In business, the companies that provide the most value thrive the most. In relationships, those who give the most knowledge, kindness, opportunities, gain the most. In finance, generous givers often attract unexpected returns. 2. Serving others is the path to wealth. Jesus demonstrated that the greatest in the kingdom is the greatest servant. Matthew 23:11. Every great business is built on solving problems and serving people's needs. Modern application. The richest people today are those who serve the most people. If you want to increase your income, increase your service to others. Focus on helping people solve real problems, and wealth will follow. The principle of entrepreneurship and innovation. 1. Jesus' ministry operated like a business. He gathered a team, his disciples. He trained them in leadership and productivity. He delegated responsibility, the Great Commission. He taught self-sufficiency, not dependence. Modern application. Build teams. Business success comes from multiplying efforts. Train and empower people to take responsibility. Focus on scaling your business beyond yourself. 2. The power of problem solving in wealth creation. Jesus' miracles solved practical problems: hunger, feeding the 5,000, sickness, healing the sick, financial lack, multiplying fish and coin in the fish's mouth. He teaches that solving human problems leads to increase. Modern application. Find problems in society and solve them through business. The more people you help, the more money you make. Think creatively. Innovation creates new wealth. The dangers of materialism and short-term thinking. 1. Wealth without purpose is dangerous. Jesus warned about the deception of riches. Mark 4:19. Money should be a tool, not an idol. Modern application. Do not chase money, chase value creation and purpose-driven work. Use wealth wisely. Invest in things that matter: business, education, impact. 2. Avoid the get-rich-quick mentality. Jesus warned against building wealth on shaky foundations. Matthew 7:26-27. Real wealth is built through hard work, strategy, and long-term vision. Modern application. Avoid lottery mentality. Invest in skills and long-term assets. Stay patient and consistent. Financial success takes time. Practical steps to apply Jesus' economic principles. 1. Develop and multiply your talents. Identify your unique gifts and turn them into profitable skills. Invest in education, training, and self-improvement. 2. Focus on value creation, not just money. Solve real problems in business and society. Focus on service and excellence, and money will follow. 3. Build multiple streams of income. Engage in entrepreneurship, investments, and innovation. Use your talents in different areas to create financial stability. 4. Practice strategic giving. Invest in people, businesses, and causes that create long-term impact. Use money as a tool for expansion, not just consumption. 5. Think long-term and avoid quick fixes. Wealth built on wisdom, work, and patience lasts. Avoid debt traps and unsustainable financial shortcuts. Closing thought. Jesus taught and demonstrated a powerful economic model based on value creation, stewardship, service, and long-term wealth principles. His teachings remain highly relevant for today's business world. Key takeaways from Jesus' economic blueprint: 1. Productivity is rewarded, laziness is penalized. 2. Money should be invested and multiplied, not stored idly. 3. Giving and serving others create financial increase. 4. Entrepreneurship and problem-solving lead to wealth. 5. Avoid materialism and short-term greed. Focus on sustainable success. By following these principles, anyone can create lasting financial success, build businesses with impact, and achieve financial freedom. Chapter 6. The Proverbs Code: Business Success Secrets. The Book of Proverbs is a goldmine of wisdom for those seeking business success. Written primarily by King Solomon, one of the wealthiest and wisest men in history, Proverbs provides timeless principles on wealth creation, leadership, productivity, and financial wisdom. Many of today's billionaires and business leaders unknowingly follow these principles, whether in financial management, ethical business practices, or decision-making. This chapter will decode the business secrets hidden in Proverbs and show how they can be applied to modern entrepreneurship and financial success. The foundation of business success: wisdom is greater than gold. 1. Wisdom is the first business asset. Wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. Proverbs 8:11. Get wisdom, get understanding, do not forget my words or turn away from them. Proverbs 4:5. Key business lesson: before you seek money, seek wisdom, because wisdom attracts wealth. The wealthiest people prioritize knowledge, strategy, and financial education over quick gains. Modern application: read business books and study successful people. Get mentors and advisors to guide your decisions. Make data-driven decisions, not emotional ones. 2. Hard work produces wealth, laziness produces poverty. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Proverbs 10:4. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Proverbs 14:23. Key business lesson: success is earned, not wished for. People who work hard and smart create opportunities and wealth. Modern application: stop waiting for luck or miracles, take action. Work on your business, skills, and networks daily. Eliminate distractions. Discipline leads to financial breakthroughs. 3. Plan before you act, strategy before execution. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Proverbs 21:5. Key business lesson: successful people plan ahead, while unsuccessful people act on impulse. A well-thought-out business strategy prevents loss and increases profits. Modern application: create a business plan before starting any venture. Set clear goals and follow an action plan. Avoid impulsive spending and investments. Analyze before you act. The Proverbs Code for Business Growth. 1. Customer service is the key to wealth. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is in your power to act. Proverbs 3:27. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Proverbs 22:1. Key business lesson: a good reputation and excellent service attract customers and long-term wealth. Integrity and trustworthiness lead to business longevity. Modern application: deliver high-quality products and services. Focus on solving customer problems rather than just making sales. Build a strong brand reputation through honesty and reliability. 2. Diversify your income. Don't rely on one source. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Ecclesiastes 11:2. Key business lesson: multiple streams of income protect you from financial disaster. Relying on one income source is risky and limiting. Modern application: start side businesses, investments, and passive income streams. If you have a job, invest in real estate, stocks, or online businesses. Wealthy people build systems that generate money even when they sleep. 3. Manage your finances wisely. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Proverbs 22:7. Whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. Proverbs 13:11. Key business lesson: debt can enslave you. Avoid unnecessary borrowing. Wealth is built gradually, not overnight. Modern application: live below your means and reinvest profits. Avoid high-interest loans unless they create assets. Save and invest consistently for long-term growth. Leadership and team building in business. 1. Choose business partners wisely. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Proverbs 13:20. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered. Proverbs 22:24-25. Key business lesson: your business success is influenced by your team and partners. Partnering with the wrong people leads to failure. Modern application: surround yourself with wise, ethical, and growth-minded people. Before forming partnerships, test trust, competence, and integrity. Avoid toxic and short-sighted people in business. 2. Wise leaders multiply success. Without counsel, plans fail, but with many advisors, they succeed. Proverbs 15:22. A wise man listens to advice. Proverbs 12:15. Key business lesson: great businesses grow through teamwork, mentorship, and strategic advice. Pride leads to failure, but humility in learning leads to growth. Modern application: seek mentors, coaches, and business advisors. Be open to feedback and improvement. Hire smart, innovative people and empower them. Proverbs on ethical business practices. 1. Avoid dishonest business tactics. The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. Proverbs 11:1. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Proverbs 13:11. Key business lesson: integrity builds lasting wealth, while dishonesty leads to ruin. Fast money schemes fail, but steady, honest work succeeds. Modern application: never cheat customers or employees. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes, they often lead to financial loss. Build trust, transparency, and ethical leadership. Closing thought: the book of Proverbs contains the ultimate success formula for wealth and business. Those who follow its principles attract success naturally. Key takeaways from the Proverbs Code: 1. Wisdom is the foundation of wealth, seek knowledge first. 2. Hard work and diligence create profit, laziness leads to poverty. 3. Strategic planning prevents financial failure. 4. Diversify your income to protect against financial loss. 5. Integrity and excellent service attract long-term customers. 6. Choose business partners and mentors wisely. 7. Avoid dishonest shortcuts. Slow, steady wealth building is the best. By applying these timeless principles, anyone can build a successful business, increase wealth, and achieve financial freedom. Chapter 7. Biblical Entrepreneurship. Start small, think big. One of the greatest success principles in business and wealth creation is the power of small beginnings. The Bible is filled with stories of individuals who started with little but, through faith, diligence, and divine wisdom, built great enterprises. In today's world, many aspiring entrepreneurs are discouraged because they lack capital, connections, or resources. However, the Bible teaches that starting small is not a limitation, it is a strategy. God's pattern for success often involves humble beginnings, steady growth, and exponential multiplication. This chapter will unveil biblical principles for starting a business with little and growing it into a global success, drawing insights from Scripture and practical lessons for modern entrepreneurship. The principle of small beginnings. 1. God blesses small beginnings. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. Zechariah 4:10. Though your beginning was small, yet your latter end would increase abundantly. Job 8:7. Key business lesson. Every great enterprise starts with a seed, a small idea, a small action, a small business. God is interested in your progress, not your starting point. Modern application. If you have limited capital, start with what you have. Focus on growing steadily, rather than waiting for a big breakthrough. Be faithful in small opportunities, God rewards consistency. 2. The mustard seed principle, growth through faith and diligence. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, though it is the smallest of all seeds, yet when it grows, it is the largest of garden plants and becomes a tree. Matthew 13:31-32. Key business lesson. The mustard seed represents small but strategic investments that lead to massive impact. Success in business comes from nurturing a small business until it becomes an empire. Modern application. Start small but think big, launch with what you have and expand. Focus on consistent improvement and reinvestment. Do not be afraid of slow growth, stability is more important than speed. The power of vision, thinking beyond the present. One great entrepreneur sees the future before others do. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Proverbs 29:18. Key business lesson. Vision is what separates ordinary people from great entrepreneurs. A person with vision sees beyond their current reality and takes bold steps. Modern application. Write down your business vision and growth plan. Set long-term goals and work towards them step by step. Keep learning, innovating, and expanding your market reach. 2. Faith in action. The story of Abraham's expansion. Lift your eyes now and look, all the land which you see I give to you. Genesis 13:14-15. Key business lesson. God told Abraham to see his future before he possessed it. Vision leads to ownership. Your mental picture of success determines your business growth. Modern application. See your business as global, not local. Think expansion. Invest in branding, networking, and scalability. Develop an entrepreneurial mindset that expects increase. Biblical strategies for business growth. 1. The Joseph Principle, managing resources wisely. Let Pharaoh appoint commissioners to collect a fifth of the harvest, to store up food for the years of famine. Genesis 41:34-36. Key business lesson. Joseph's strategy turned Egypt into the richest nation during a global crisis. Success in business is about managing what you have wisely. Modern application. Save and reinvest a portion of your profits. Prepare for economic downturns by diversifying income streams. Store resources, skills, and knowledge for future expansion. 2. The widow's oil, leveraging what you have. What do you have in your house? She said, nothing except a jar of oil. Then he said, go, borrow vessels, and pour the oil. 2 Kings 4:2-4. Key business lesson. The prophet Elisha showed the widow how to multiply what she already had into a profitable business. Many people overlook their existing resources and skills. Modern application. Identify hidden opportunities in your current skills or assets. If you lack capital, consider partnerships, crowdfunding, or low-cost models. Use your network to expand your business reach. 3. The parable of the talents, scaling your business. To one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. The one who had received 5 talents went and traded with them and made another 5 talents. Matthew 25:14-30. Key business lesson. God rewards those who multiply what they have. Business growth comes from taking calculated risks and reinvesting wisely. Modern application. Use profits to expand your business instead of spending on luxuries. Look for opportunities to scale through technology, franchising, or outsourcing. Take action. Fear of failure keeps people from wealth. Faith and business, overcoming challenges. 1. Trust in God's timing and provision. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Matthew 6:33. Key business lesson. Success is not just about effort but also about divine favor. God provides opportunities, connections, and breakthroughs for those who trust him. Modern application. Keep your business ethics and values in line with God's principles. Have faith that your small business will grow into something great. Be patient. Delayed success is not failure. Closing thought. The Bible reveals that success is a journey, not an overnight miracle. Many biblical figures started with nothing but faith, diligence, and wisdom, and God multiplied their efforts. Key takeaways for biblical entrepreneurs. 1. Small beginnings are a divine strategy. Start where you are, with what you have. 2. A strong vision fuels expansion. Think beyond your current situation. 3. 3. Wise resource management leads to wealth. Save, invest, and multiply wisely. For God's favor and diligence produce success. Combine faith with action. 5. Scale strategically. Use partnerships, reinvest profits, and leverage technology. The greatest businesses in the world today were once small ideas, but those who had faith and perseverance turned them into empires. If you apply these principles, your small business today can become a generational legacy tomorrow. Chapter 8. Tithing, Giving, and the Law of Multiplication. One of the most misunderstood principles of financial success in the Bible is tithing, giving, and the law of multiplication. Many see tithing and giving as religious obligations rather than powerful financial strategies that unlock divine abundance. However, the Bible reveals that giving is not about losing, it is about increasing. In this chapter, we will explore how tithing, giving, and generosity activate the law of multiplication, a divine principle that ensures what you release comes back to you in greater measure. Whether you are a business owner, investor, or entrepreneur, understanding and applying these principles can lead to supernatural financial breakthroughs and long-term wealth creation. The law of multiplication, understanding God's economic system. 1. The principle of seed time and harvest. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest shall not cease. Genesis 8:22. Give, and it shall be given unto you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Luke 6:38. Key business lesson. The financial system of the world is based on trade, loans, and debt, but God's economy is based on seed and harvest. Whatever you plant, give, invest, or contribute, you will receive back in multiplied form. Modern application. If you want to increase your wealth, you must learn to give strategically, not just money, but value, time, and resources. Entrepreneurs who embrace generosity in business, helping others, supporting communities, and ethical giving often experience unexpected success. Instead of focusing only on profits, focus on adding value because value multiplies wealth. 2. The parable of the sower. How multiplication works. A sower went out to sow. Some seed fell on good ground and yielded a crop, some 100-fold, some 60, some 30. Matthew 13:3-8. Key business lesson. The same seed produced different levels of return, depending on where it was planted. The principle of multiplication depends on the soil, the mindset, system, or people you invest in. Modern application. Give wisely. Not all giving produces the same results. Invest in productive opportunities, mentorship, skill building, and profitable ventures. Understand that consistent sowing, giving, investing, and working hard leads to exponential results over time. The power of tithing, unlocking covenant wealth. 1. The tithe, a divine business partnership. Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, and see if I will not open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that there will not be room enough to receive it. Malachi 3:10. Key business lesson. Tithing is not a religious tax but a financial covenant with God. It is a 10% partnership model where you acknowledge God as your senior business partner, and He ensures your financial protection and multiplication. Modern application. Business owners who commit 10% of their profits to kingdom work often experience unusual financial breakthroughs. The act of giving first, before spending, cultivates a mindset of abundance instead of scarcity. Entrepreneurs who tithe report unexpected contracts, divine favor, and business expansion. 2. Tithing in business. Case studies from Scripture. Abraham gave a tithe to Melchizedek and later became one of the wealthiest men in his time. Genesis 14:18-20. Jacob made a vow to tithe, and God multiplied his wealth despite working for a manipulative employer. Genesis 28:20-22. Israelites, those who honored God's financial principles thrived, while those who withheld the tithe suffered financial setbacks. Malachi 3:8-12. Key business lesson. Tithing attracts divine protection, business opportunities, and economic stability. It is a system that ensures your financial foundation remains strong, even in economic downturns. Modern application. If you own a business, set aside 10% of earnings for giving to impactful causes, churches, charity, and community development. Test the principle. Track how consistent tithing leads to financial breakthroughs. Understand that tithing is not about loss, but about securing a financial future with divine backing. Giving as a wealth creation strategy. 1. The law of giving. Why the richest people give more. One person gives freely, yet gains even more, another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. Proverbs 11:24. Key business lesson. The wealthiest people give more because they understand that giving multiplies wealth. Billionaires like John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, and modern entrepreneurs like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates attribute their financial success to strategic giving. Modern application. Don't wait until you are rich to practice generosity. Start now. Give value, help others in business, mentor young entrepreneurs, and invest in others. Consider corporate social responsibility (CSR). Businesses that give back often attract more customers, investors, and media attention. 2. Giving produces open doors and unusual opportunities. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. Proverbs 18:16. Key business lesson. Giving is not just about charity, it is a kingdom strategy for wealth expansion. Generous people attract strategic partnerships and divine connections. Modern application. Give your best service, best ideas, and best effort, it will return in multiplied favor. Offer free value in business, free samples, free resources, mentorship. This creates trust and long-term customers. Honor people with gifts and kindness. This can unlock business opportunities and unexpected partnerships. The law of first fruits, giving before receiving more. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your increase, then your barns will be filled with plenty. Proverbs 3:9-10. Key business lesson. First fruits giving means giving a portion of your first income, first profits, or first success to God as a sign of gratitude. It is a principle that sets the tone for continuous financial increase. Modern application. Business owners should dedicate the first profits of a new venture as a first fruits offering. When you receive a new job, new contract, or breakthrough, consider sowing a first fruit seed. This can activate continuous success. Closing thought. The world teaches that saving and hoarding lead to wealth, but the Bible reveals that giving and tithing are the real keys to financial increase. Key takeaways for kingdom entrepreneurs. 1. Tithing secures your financial future. It is a covenant for divine prosperity. 2. Giving is a law of multiplication. What you give comes back in greater measure. 3. Sowing into the right soil produces exponential returns. Give strategically. For generosity creates opportunities, favor, and open doors, both in business and life. 5. Giving is a mindset shift. Embracing abundance thinking leads to more financial breakthroughs. If you make giving, tithing, and generosity a lifestyle, you will experience financial breakthroughs, divine favor, and supernatural business success. Chapter 9. The Marketplace Apostles. Business as ministry. Traditionally, ministry is seen as something confined to church buildings, pulpits, and religious institutions. However, the Bible presents a broader view of ministry, one that extends beyond the four walls of the church into the marketplace, business, and economic sectors. The concept of marketplace apostles refers to entrepreneurs, business leaders, and professionals who see their work as a divine calling. These individuals use business as a platform for ministry, bringing kingdom principles, integrity, and transformation into the economic world. In this chapter, we will explore how business can be a powerful tool for ministry, drawing lessons from biblical figures like Joseph, Daniel, Lydia, and Paul, who influenced nations, economies, and industries while remaining faithful to God. The biblical foundation of marketplace ministry. 1. The first apostles were business people. Jesus did not choose religious scholars or priests to be his disciples. He chose fishermen, Peter, James, John, a tax collector, Matthew, and other professionals. Paul, one of the greatest apostles, was a tent maker by trade. Acts 18:3. Key business lesson. God calls people to business just as he calls people to church ministry. Your business is a ministry platform to impact lives, create wealth, and bring godly influence. Modern application. If you are in business, you are already in ministry. Your role is to bring kingdom values into the marketplace. Running a business with honesty, excellence, and generosity is a form of preaching the gospel through action. 2. Joseph, the marketplace apostle in government and business. Joseph was a dreamer, but his destiny was fulfilled in business, economics, and governance. He was elevated to Prime Minister of Egypt, managing the largest economy of his time. Genesis 41:41-57. He implemented a 20% taxation and savings policy that saved Egypt from economic collapse. Key business lesson: God places His people in business and government to shape economic policies and create wealth. A marketplace apostle uses their position to solve problems and transform society. Modern application: business owners, investors, and policymakers should see their roles as divinely assigned. Entrepreneurs should seek God's wisdom in making strategic economic decisions. Instead of seeking just personal wealth, think about how your business can preserve generations, like Joseph did. 3. Daniel, faithfulness in business and government. Daniel was not a preacher but a government official who influenced 4 different kings, Daniel 1-6. He maintained excellence, integrity, and divine wisdom in his leadership. Key business lesson: the marketplace is a battleground, your faith will be tested. Excellence and integrity in business bring promotion and influence. Modern application: as a Christian business leader, you should be the best in your field. Your commitment to high ethical standards and wisdom will attract opportunities and favor. You can be a financial or corporate leader while maintaining strong faith. For Lydia, a successful businesswoman who funded ministry. Lydia was a wealthy dealer in purple cloth, a high-end business at the time, and a follower of Christ. Acts 16:14-15. She used her business wealth to support the early church. Key business lesson: some people are called to fund the gospel through business wealth. Financial success should lead to kingdom impact. Modern application: if God blesses your business, see it as a tool for advancing His work. Support churches, missions, and social impact projects. Use your resources to change lives, just like Lydia did. Business as a tool for kingdom expansion. 1. Kingdom entrepreneurs, changing culture through business. Jesus taught that the kingdom of God is like leaven, yeast, in dough. It spreads quietly but transforms everything. Matthew 13:33. Business is one of the fastest ways to influence culture, laws, and society. Key business lesson: marketplace leaders shape nations, economies, and industries. Owning businesses, creating jobs, and building industries is part of God's plan for wealth distribution. Modern application: instead of just working for money, think about how your business can create economic solutions. Build businesses that reflect Christian values, fairness, honesty, and service. 2. The business of Jesus, excellence and integrity in work. Before starting his public ministry, Jesus worked as a carpenter. Mark 6:3. His work was so excellent that people recognized his skill and wisdom. Key business lesson: your business reputation is part of your ministry. If you want to bring God into your business, run it with excellence, honesty, and customer satisfaction. Modern application: provide high-quality products and services. Treat employees and customers with kindness and fairness. Be known for excellence in your field. Your work will be a testimony of your faith. The marketplace apostle's role in wealth creation and impact. 1. Creating wealth for kingdom purposes. But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Deuteronomy 8:18. The purpose of wealth is not just personal luxury, but kingdom advancement and societal transformation. Key business lesson: wealth is a tool for impact. The more you have, the more you can do for God's kingdom. A marketplace apostle must think beyond personal gain to legacy building. Modern application: start businesses that create jobs, fund charities, and uplift communities. Support church planting, scholarships, and economic empowerment programs. 2. Teaching biblical business principles. My people perish for lack of knowledge. Hosea 4:6. Many Christians struggle financially because they do not understand biblical business principles. Key business lesson: marketplace apostles should teach others how to build wealth, invest wisely, and operate businesses biblically. Financial education is part of kingdom discipleship. Modern application: mentor young Christian entrepreneurs. Create business networks that uphold Christian values. Share biblical business strategies with others. Closing thought: business is a calling, not just a career. The marketplace is a mission field, and Christian entrepreneurs are apostles in the business world. Key takeaways: 1. Business is a divine calling. God needs people in business just as He needs people in ministry. 2. Marketplace apostles transform industries, economies, and societies. 3. God raises entrepreneurs to fund and expand His kingdom. 4. Excellence, integrity, and generosity in business are forms of ministry. 5. Christian business leaders must see their work as part of God's divine plan. If you are in business, you are already in ministry. The question is, how will you use your business to impact the kingdom of God? Chapter 10. The power of strategic partnerships and networking. Business success through divine connections. Success in business is rarely a solo journey. The Bible teaches that collaboration, networking, and partnerships are crucial to growth, wealth creation, and influence. Proverbs 27:17 states, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." This principle applies not just to personal growth but also to business and financial success. In this chapter, we will explore how biblical figures and principles demonstrate the power of partnerships and networking in business. We will also uncover practical strategies for building and leveraging business relationships that lead to lasting success. Biblical foundations of strategic partnerships. 1. The power of two, strength in numbers. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. Ecclesiastes 4:9. God designed people for partnership and collaboration, not isolation. Businesses that operate in partnerships grow faster, share risks, and achieve more. Key business lesson: working alone limits resources, ideas, and influence. Strategic partnerships help you scale your business, enter new markets, and expand reach. Modern application: instead of trying to do everything alone, seek partnerships that complement your skills and resources. Collaborate with businesses, professionals, and investors who align with your vision. 2. Moses and Aaron, the power of teamwork. Moses was called to lead Israel, but he struggled with public speaking. God gave him Aaron as a spokesperson and partner. Exodus 4:14-16. Key business lesson: no leader is perfect. Find partners who compensate for your weaknesses. A good team makes a vision possible. Modern application: identify your strengths and weaknesses, then find business partners who balance your abilities. Don't let personal limitations stop your business growth. Form strategic alliances. 3. Jesus and the disciples, building a network for impact. Jesus did not work alone. He built a network of disciples, partners, and supporters. His disciples helped spread his message globally, showing the power of teamwork. Key business lesson: networks create influence. Surround yourself with like-minded, visionary people who can help spread your business or message. Modern application: join business networks, mastermind groups, and industry associations. Leverage teamwork and partnerships to expand your reach. For Paul and Aquila, business partnerships in the marketplace. Paul, a tent maker, partnered with Aquila and Priscilla, who were also in the tent-making business. Acts 18:1-3. They worked together to grow their business while supporting the ministry. Key business lesson: business partnerships should be built on shared values and mutual benefits. Strategic business relationships can also serve a higher purpose beyond just making money. Modern application: partner with people who share your ethics, faith, and long-term vision. Seek business relationships that add value beyond profit. How to build strategic business partnerships. 1. Identify the right business partners. Choose partners based on shared vision and goals, complementary skills and resources, trust and integrity. Modern application: don't partner based only on friendship or family ties. Choose based on competence and values. Clearly define roles, expectations, and responsibilities. 2. Leverage networking for business growth. Give, and it will be given to you. Luke 6:38. Networking is about building relationships, not just seeking benefits. Modern application: attend business events, industry meetups, and professional groups. Offer value before expecting something in return. 3. Collaboration over competition. Instead of fighting competitors, seek strategic alliances. Joint ventures, co-branding, and collaborations can help both businesses grow. Modern application: Form partnerships with complementary businesses to expand your market. Find win-win opportunities instead of trying to dominate others. The role of divine favor in business connections. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Psalm 37:23. Some of the best partnerships come through divine connections. Pray for wisdom and discernment in choosing business partners. Key business lesson. Not all partnerships are beneficial. Seek divine guidance. Trust God to bring the right people into your business journey. Modern application. Ask for divine direction before entering major business deals. Let your partnerships be guided by wisdom, faith, and integrity. Closing thought. Strategic partnerships and networking are essential for success in business and ministry. No one succeeds alone. Collaboration is the key to expansion, innovation, and long-term influence. Key takeaways. 1. Business success requires partnerships. No one thrives alone. 2. Biblical figures like Moses, Paul, and Jesus use strategic networking. 3. Choose partners based on vision, integrity, and mutual benefit. 4. Networking is about building long-term relationships, not just transactions. 5. Seek divine guidance for business connections. If you want to grow in business, start investing in people, partnerships, and networks. Your next breakthrough may come from a strategic relationship waiting to be unlocked. Chapter 11. Overcoming financial challenges with biblical strategies. Money problems can be overwhelming, but the Bible offers timeless wisdom on overcoming financial challenges. Whether it's debt, lack of resources, bad investments, or economic downturns, the principles in Scripture provide practical and spiritual solutions. Proverbs 22:7 states, "The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender." This shows how financial mismanagement can lead to bondage, but through faith, discipline, and strategic financial principles, anyone can break free from financial struggles and build lasting wealth. In this chapter, we will look into biblical principles and real-life applications for overcoming financial difficulties and achieving financial stability. Biblical causes of financial struggles and their solutions. The Bible identifies several reasons why people face financial difficulties. Let's examine these challenges and how to overcome them. 1. Lack of planning and poor money management. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Proverbs 21:5. Many financial struggles come from poor planning, overspending, and lack of budgeting. Solution: create a budget and stick to it. Prioritize needs over wants. Avoid financial decisions based on emotion and impulse. Modern application: use financial planning tools or apps to track income, expenses, and savings goals. Follow the 10-20-70 rule: 10% for tithing and giving, 20% for savings and investments, 70% for living expenses. 2. Living in debt and borrowing unwisely. The wicked borrow and do not repay, but the righteous give generously. Psalm 37:21. Borrowing excessively or irresponsibly leads to financial enslavement. Solution: avoid unnecessary loans and credit card debts. Pay off high-interest debts first. Debt snowball method. Live below your means and focus on saving and investing. Modern application: renegotiate high-interest loans or consolidate debts. Seek alternative sources of income instead of borrowing. 3. Financial curses and disobedience to God's principles. You have planted much, but harvested little. You earn wages only to put them in a purse with holes in it. Haggai 1:6. Ignoring biblical financial principles can lead to financial struggles. Solution: honor God with your tithes, offerings, and financial stewardship. Avoid unethical business practices and dishonest gain. Modern application: be faithful in giving and generosity, as it attracts divine favor. Conduct business with integrity and fairness. Biblical strategies for overcoming financial problems. 1. Seek God's wisdom for financial decisions. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives generously to all. James 1:5. Before making financial decisions, seek divine guidance through prayer and wise counsel. Solution: pray before making major financial commitments. Read books and seek mentors on financial wisdom. Modern application: attend financial literacy programs. Seek godly financial advisors. 2. Multiple streams of income. The Ecclesiastes model. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Ecclesiastes 11:2. The Bible encourages diversification to reduce financial risk. Solution. Develop multiple sources of income, business, investments, side hustles. Avoid putting all your money into one business or investment. Modern application. Learn new skills to increase earning potential. Explore real estate, stocks, digital businesses, and passive income. 3. Hard work and diligence. The Joseph Principle. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Proverbs 10:4. Joseph's financial breakthrough came through diligence, planning, and divine wisdom. Genesis 41:47-49. Solution. Be diligent in your career, business, or investments. Avoid shortcuts and get-rich-quick schemes. Modern application. Upgrade your skills to increase earning potential. Develop a long-term financial plan. 4. The principle of giving and receiving. Give, and it will be given to you. Luke 6:38. Biblical giving unlocks divine financial increase. Solution. Give to those in need, support God's work, and help the less fortunate. Maintain an attitude of generosity and gratitude. Modern application. Set aside a portion of your income for charity, missions, and community development. Support causes that align with God's kingdom values. 5. Building financial resilience through savings and investments. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Proverbs 6:6-8. Saving and investing ensure financial security in tough times. Solution. Save at least 20% of your income. Invest in assets that generate wealth over time. Modern application. Create an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses. Learn about stocks, real estate, and entrepreneurship. Faith and financial breakthrough. Trusting God in hard times. 1. Trust in God's provision. And my God will supply all your needs according to his riches in glory. Philippians 4:19. Even in financial difficulties, God is our ultimate provider. Solution. Have faith that God will provide new opportunities. Take action while trusting God to guide you. Modern application. Speak faith-filled words over your finances. Be persistent and disciplined in financial recovery efforts. 2. Overcoming the fear of lack. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. Psalm 23:1. Many financial struggles are rooted in fear and anxiety about the future. Solution. Trust in God's abundance, not in temporary setbacks. Avoid making financial decisions based on fear. Modern application. Create a financial vision board and set clear goals. Surround yourself with positive financial influences. Closing thought. Financial problems are not permanent. By applying biblical wisdom, discipline, and faith, anyone can overcome financial struggles and achieve financial stability. Key takeaways. 1. Financial struggles often come from poor management, debt, or disobedience to biblical principles. 2. God provides solutions through financial planning, wise investments, and hard work. 3. Tithing, giving, and generosity attract divine financial blessings. 4. Savings, investments, and multiple income streams provide financial security. 5. Faith and trust in God are essential in times of financial crisis. No matter your financial challenges, applying these biblical strategies will set you on the path to financial breakthrough and lasting success. Chapter 12. The Ultimate Financial Freedom Plan. Financial freedom is not just about having a lot of money, it is about having enough resources, security, and time to fulfill your God-given purpose without financial stress. The Bible offers a proven wealth-building system that leads to sustainable financial success. Proverbs 10:22 states, "The blessing of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it." This chapter presents a step-by-step biblical plan for achieving true financial freedom, one that is rooted in wisdom, faith, and strategic financial practices. What is financial freedom? 1. Biblical definition of financial freedom. Financial freedom is not just having money but having control over money. It means living debt-free, having enough to meet needs, and creating generational wealth. Key biblical principle. Owe no one anything, except to love each other. Romans 13:8. God's desire is for His people to be free from debt and financial stress. Signs of financial freedom. No debt controlling your life. Enough income to cover all expenses and future needs. Passive income streams that allow financial security. The ability to give generously and bless others. 2. Financial freedom versus worldly wealth. Worldly wealth is often based on greed, materialism, and short-term gains. True financial freedom is based on biblical principles, integrity, and long-term sustainability. Key biblical principle: for what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul? Mark 8:36. The biblical blueprint for financial freedom. To achieve financial independence, follow these 7 steps based on biblical principles. Step 1. Establish a financial vision. Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, the people perish. Set clear financial goals based on biblical wisdom. Action plan. Define your financial goals for the next 1, 5, and 10 years. Pray for God's wisdom in your financial decisions. Step 2. Master financial stewardship. Luke 16:10, whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. Financial freedom begins with responsible money management. Action plan. Track your income and expenses every month. Live below your means and avoid unnecessary expenses. Step 3. Eliminate debt and live within your means. Proverbs 22:7. The borrower is servant to the lender. Debt keeps people in financial slavery. Get rid of it as quickly as possible. Action plan. Use the debt snowball method. Pay off small debts first. Avoid taking loans for luxuries and unnecessary expenses. Step 4. Build an emergency fund. Proverbs 6:6-8. The ant stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Emergencies happen. Be prepared financially. Action plan. Save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. Keep your emergency fund in a separate, accessible account. Step 5. Create multiple streams of income. Ecclesiastes 11:2. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. Relying on only one source of income is risky. Build multiple streams of income. Action plan. Develop side businesses, investments, or passive income sources. Learn new skills to increase your earning potential. Examples of additional income sources: freelancing and online businesses, real estate investments, stocks and bonds, writing books or creating digital products. Step 6. Invest wisely for long-term wealth. Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Building wealth takes time. Invest for long-term success. Action plan. Invest in assets that grow in value, real estate, stocks, businesses. Focus on steady, sustainable investments rather than quick profits. Step 7. Practice generosity and kingdom giving. Luke 6:38. Give, and it will be given to you. Generosity opens doors for financial blessings and breakthroughs. Action plan. Set aside a portion of your income for giving, tithes, offerings, charity. Help those in need as part of your financial mission. The role of faith and patience in wealth building. Hebrews 11:6. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Wealth is built through patience, discipline, and faith in God's provision. Key lessons. Avoid greed, build wealth with integrity. Be patient, long-term wealth takes time. Stay disciplined, stick to your financial plan even when tempted to quit. Avoiding financial pitfalls and distract-irons. Common financial traps to avoid. Get-rich-quick schemes, Proverbs 28:20. Gambling and speculative investments, Proverbs 13:11. Excessive spending and materialism, 1 Timothy 6:9-10. Relying on debt instead of financial discipline, Romans 13:8. Action plan. Educate yourself on biblical financial wisdom. Surround yourself with godly financial mentors. Living in true financial freedom, a life of purpose. Financial freedom is not just about making money but about fulfilling God's purpose. What financial freedom allows you to do? Serve God without financial stress. Provide for your family and future generations. Support missions, ministries, and charitable causes. Enjoy life without worrying about money. Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. This is God's ultimate vision for financial freedom, not just wealth, but a legacy of wisdom, provision, and impact. Key takeaways: 1. Financial freedom is biblical and achievable. 2. True wealth is built on faith, discipline, and financial wisdom. 3. Follow the 7-step plan for long-term success. 4. Avoid financial traps and focus on sustainable wealth building. 5. Use your wealth to serve God and bless others. If you commit to this biblical financial plan, you will not only achieve financial success but also live a life of purpose, impact, and abundance. Your path to financial freedom starts today.